Mike hot boots on the ground, troops coming heavy with the no-nonsense sound. Ain't no filters, we'd break the mold. Stories hidden, swept away, now they're getting told. Spotlights hit, the tension pops. We ain't here for nothing but the real damn drop. We're busting bubbles, taking names, cussing and discussing, changing the game. No smoke, no mirrors, no curtain calls. Piss on the fire and call the dogs. Steel chairs, court stairs, backstage heat. Legends fall when we bring that beat. Voices sharp, we cutting right through. Best damn team, yeah, you know it's true. We ain't your daddy's play-by-play. We call it raw, we're here to stay. From bell to bell, win or lost. Shoot, don't care who signs the checks or calls the boss. Putting out fires, taking names, cussing and discussing, fueling the flames. Standing tall when the last bell call. Piss on the fire and call the dogs.
Hello, everybody. I want to thank you all for joining us for this edition of Cussin Discussin. I am the Doctor of Professional Wrestling, Mike Blankenship, PhD. Alongside me, the excellence of elocution, Walter Dixon. I believe it's raining outside.
Yeah, it come a duck drowner right here.
If you ain't familiar with what a duck drowner is, go outside if you're in eastern Kentucky and look up.
You'll find it.
We have them from now and again. If it gets real bad, it becomes a frog strangler.
Yeah. You know, I was honestly, I've heard it all my life, duck drowner, if it's pouring rain real hard.
Yeah.
And, I mean, on the one hand, it makes sense because if it's raining hard enough to drown a duck,
It's raining pretty bad.
Truth is, though, my grandpa told me a long time ago, and it was proven true in front of our very eyes, the dumbest creature on God's green earth is a domesticated turkey.
I can see that.
Because they will actually stand in the middle of a rainstorm and turn their heads up and look at the sky and try to catch the water as it's dropping down, and they will drown. It'll run down the back of their nose, the little holes for their nose, and they will drown.
I'd be dogged.
So we actually got to witness it in person. So
Kind of saddening, ain't it?
no, not really, because you kind of stand there and you watch the turkey start going because it's got water running straight down into its lungs from its nose holes, and it don't know better than to put its head down. You know.
This is why domestication of animals is not always a good thing.
Exactly. Anyway, Doc, we've got
pretty decent amount of stuff to talk about
tonight.
Yeah,
we got the big stuff out of the way this weekend.
We did.
But we also have something big coming up this weekend.
We do, and we'll talk about that and a whole lot more. And, well, folks, if you're watching, you done hooked, so sit down, take your shoes off, set a spell, read the newspaper, whatever you want to do, but listen up. Oh, and we start today.
We got to start with a big congratulatory.
We do. We do. Many folks don't know, and if you don't, today is a wonderful young lady's birthday. That's right. The FTC Art of Grappling Women's Champion, Sarah Bubbles, celebrating a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Bubbles.
Happy birthday to you, Bubbles. Hope you have an awesome one. Hope it's as awesome as you are. But we wish you many, many more.
You've been hard at work since the last time I seen you.
I've been doing a little bit.
Yeah.
Doing a little bit, a whole lot, actually.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been our vision for Cussin and Discussin to reach as many possible people as we possibly can. And if you followed on Facebook, you already know about this. If you have not followed on Facebook, I encourage you to go follow us on Facebook, because we let out some information that Cussin and Discussin has expanded. We are now on Rumble. So, as well as YouTube and the feeds associated with RSS.com, Apple Podcasts.
Basically any podcast platform.
Yeah, pretty much anything out there, minus a few. Any major podcasting network, Cussin and Discussin is on. And now we can add Rumble to that. I was able to get all previous 55 episodes. That includes the WrestleMania special from this past week, all uploaded to Rumble in its entirety. This will actually be the first episode in real time that will go up on Rumble, and you will be seeing it there as well. So, welcome to all of our followers on Rumble. We appreciate you very much, and thank you for joining us.
And in fact, what strikes me is
in a week's time,
we have 780 views.
That actually, when I checked it at the end of today, it was 788. So
there you go. So
8 more views from the time I printed that.
Big shout out to the people who are listening and watching on Rumble for
driving those numbers.
Crank it up, baby.
Let's show them what we're made of around here.
Let's pull a Macho Man and steal the show. That's all I got to say.
We can do that, definitely.
And as you mentioned, by the way, we did complete our WrestleMania VII review.
Whew.
We got it done, folks. It was another 3.5, almost 4 hours, and it was
edited.
Yeah.
I actually edited it while I was at your house, got it together.
And then we watched Saturday night's main event.
We did watch Saturday night's main event. So yeah, we've come a long way on this. Yeah, definitely get out there, find us on all the podcasting platforms, subscribe, like. We don't want your money. Jeez, people.
No, we don't want your money.
We don't want your money. Sign up.
By the way, speaking of Saturday night's main event and the goings on at WWE, it has now been revealed that Seth Rollins did blow his knee out. He is going to be out for about a year, which means that any plans that they had for Seth Rollins' Money in the Bank contract are out the window.
What do you do with the Money in the Bank now, though?
I think it has to go up. Maybe a tournament ladder, or possibly do a battle royale for it.
Maybe even a redo of the Money in the Bank.
Yeah. I mean, they could, for all intents and purposes, they could squeeze a Money in the Bank reduct into SummerSlam.
Could very well.
So you never know what's going to happen there.
Keep your eyes peeled on WWE for that information.
Do have a couple of pinpoints here on Elevate Pro Wrestling.
We do.
We've had a lot of fans asking, because we have been on a bit of a hiatus. Look, we mentioned this last week. Mr. Moore has been in a bit of a frenzy, trying to scramble to work around what's going to happen with the world title. Also, we had a
Charlie Craig's little loophole that he's managed to squeeze.
Yeah, and we did have a sponsor pull out of a show back in July. So
shit happens.
Stuff happens, right?
Yeah.
It's
We come back.
it's the
we'll do
wrestling
it
business.
again.
It's no big
I
deal.
mean, hey,
But we do have over 1,500 followers on TikTok now.
we have just cleared, I think the actual last number was somewhere around 1506.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's those numbers. The numbers are climbing, and that is something that you love to see. Is
Yes.
when the numbers climb. That means more people are tuning in. That means more people are interested. More people are actually out there watching,
Yeah.
and more people will come to the shows.
Also, speaking of coming to the shows, we have it under, well, straight from the man's mouth.
Yeah.
Elevate Pro Wrestling is returning to live action in August.
In August, date to be set. Just waiting on some final words, and we'll be back in business.
Yeah.
Like I said, a little bit of a vacation time. Hey, who don't like a vacation around here? I
I
don't
love
know about
a
them
vacation.
people, but you know,
But it's been a hard fought battle, and it was a well earned vacation.
absolutely. I mean, what we've done in a year's time, after everything that happened,
Yeah.
and then people swearing up and down you're never gonna make it, this, that, and whatnot, boo-hoo, sad times.
It takes more than da-da-da and doo-dah to, hey.
And I'm in a bad way, and I mean, you know, it's like this.
Baby, I'm in a bad way down here, man.
Help me. And here,
Hey, you don't need any help with that book, do you?
what kind of book?
Sorry.
Is it a coloring book?
Probably. That's about the only book I'd let them touch.
I don't even know if they figured it out with numbers. Oh, God.
Anyway,
Elevate Pro Wrestling is coming back. It's all right. Everything's fine. Like I said, good vacation. And you better believe, if this date comes through on this show, boy, do we have a lineup.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say about it. I do want to also mention something. A dear friend of ours, someone that we've actually interviewed.
not only have we interviewed,
We've actually sat down and talked to.
sat down, talked to in person.
Met him, met his lovely wife.
Yep.
They
would
come
be-
to an Elevate Pro Wrestling show.
That would be the one and only, the Professor Bear Society.
Hey, let me tell you something. Professor Bear, associated with the Wrestling Society Network, inducted into the 2025 Commonwealth Professional Legacy Hall of Fame July 12th in Somerset, Kentucky. That event was held in conjunction with TCW Wrestling. Professor Bear, actually, I reached out to him this morning and asked him. I knew no way we could get him on the show this quick.
Right.
It is what it is, but I asked him if he'd like to issue a statement. If you would, read the professor's statement.
I will. Contemplate here. Should I do my best Professor Bear in person? No, I'll just
No, just read it like you do.
I really want to thank every single person in the wrestling business, past, present, and future, that make me a fan of a great business. This is a great honor that I definitely do not take lightly, and hope that I represent the business as well as I support and love it. There are so many that deserve this honor more than myself, but I will uphold the honor and will continue pushing professional wrestling as long as I have breath in my body. Now that is a fan.
That is a fan. That is a true Hall of Famer.
Yes.
And spoken like a gentleman.
Deserved, well-deserved honor.
I couldn't think of anybody that deserved it more than Bear.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as he has done,
To draw fans, to draw eyes onto the wrestling product as a whole.
I mean,
This is a well-deserved honor. I know Bear is being humble because that's just the type of person he is.
but when we interviewed him, he was getting ready to have major surgery.
Yes, major back surgery. Yep.
And to sit with us, and I know that we talked for a good, how long was it? Hour and a half at least?
Hour and a half, going on 2 hours.
It was 45-minute segments because that's all
Yeah.
the thing would allow, and it would kick off.
Yep. And we run it back twice.
Yeah. So we got him for at least an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful having him. Like I said, my friend, congratulations are in order to you from me and the Excellence of Elocution. Nobody deserves it more. Whew.
Moving right along with it today, Doc.
We are. Are you ready?
Is it that time already?
It's already that time. We're going to play a little bit of
crackers.
Name
All right.
That Card.
Let's do it.
I'm going to read you the card, and you're going to try to figure it out. This one might be a little easier than the other ones normally are.
Well, there's a good possibility that your on-call opponent tonight might be a little easier than normal too. But
Let's go with this one. Here is your card. Team Razor Ramon, Randy Savage, Marty Jannetty, and the 1-2-3 Kid defeated Team IRS, Erwin R. Shyster, Diesel, Rick Martel, and Adam Baum. The Hart family, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Bruce Hart, and Keith Hart defeated Shawn Michaels and his Knights. For the Smoky Mountain Tag Team Championship, the Heavenly Bodies, Tom Pritchard and Jimmy Del Rey defeated the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. Thus, the new champions, the Heavenly Bodies. The Four Doinks, Bushwhacker Butch, Bushwhacker Luke, Mabel and Mo defeated Bam Bam Bigelow, Bastion Booger, and the Head Shrinkers. And the All-Americans, Lex Luger, The Undertaker, Rick and Scott Steiner defeated the Foreign Fanatics, Yokozuna, Ludwig Borga, Crush, and Jacques Rougeau. That is your card.
that was a lot of big matches. It almost feels like it could be like a Survivor Series.
It is
type.
indeed a Survivor
Okay.
Series. Now, give me the
And
year.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say this is 90, mid-90s, 94, 5, 6.
No.
No. So it's before that.
Yes.
Yes. 96 would have been moving into the Attitude Era. 92? 93?
1993, Survivor Series, 1993. Now,
That's it, man. There was some names, and
that
the
was
Smoky
some
Mountain
big,
thing
that
throws
was
me
the,
off there
the,
too.
The big Smoky Mountain push when Jim Cornette was trying to amp up Smoky Mountain wrestling and doing so with a little bit of help from Vince McMahon and WWF at the time.
Yeah.
Here's the questions for you. Who did Randy Savage replace in the opening match after a last-minute change?
Who was on Razor's team?
Team Razor.
Razor.
It was Razor, Marty Jannetty, the 1-2-3 Kid, and Randy Savage. But Randy Savage was not originally scheduled. He was a replacement for somebody.
Who were the four on the other team?
The four on the
Shawn
other
Michaels.
team. Well, no. Erwin R. Shyster.
Erwin R. Shyster.
Diesel.
Diesel.
Rick Martel, and Adam Baum.
Could it have been Jake?
No, it was not.
Um,
I'll take another stab.
one more, and then I'll let you just tell me if I don't get it.
Okay.
The only other person I can think of that might have been in that position.
I'll tell you this much. he was once tag team champions with Scott Hall. Prior to this moment.
Prior to this moment. The very first thing come to mind was that Macho would have been replacing Diesel, but Diesel was on the other team.
Diesel was on the other team.
So I'm stuck there. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say I don't know. Tito?
No.
I don't know.
No, it was not Tito Santana. It was his former tag team partner in the AWA, Mr. Perfect. Kurt Hennig was the original person.
Yeah.
Next question. Which WWE Hall of Famer was part of Shawn Michaels' team as the Blue Knight? He had 3 knights. They were masked.
Yeah.
Originally, it was supposed to have been Jerry Lawler and his knights. But what happened was Jerry got in some legal trouble and had to step out, and they put Shawn Michaels in his place to take the knights against Bret Hart and the Hart family. Who was the Hall of Famer under the hood as the Blue Knight?
Give me a hint. Did this person have any other connection to Shawn Michaels other than this moment? Or was this person more closely connected to Jerry Lawler? Obviously, him being, he was supposed to have been a teammate for Jerry, ended up being a teammate for Shawn.
He would have been not directly connected, but more so connected to Bret Hart. Not directly.
So who were the 4 in the Hart family at the time?
Bret, Owen, Bruce, and Keith.
Would it have been Bulldog or Jim Neidhart?
It was not neither.
Oh, well, that would have been my only chance there.
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Okay, that makes
Both
sense.
of them had Jimmy Hart as a manager
Yeah.
at one point in their career.
Actually, Greg had a little bit more in line with Jerry Lawler there than he did with Shawn. From the
To a
same,
degree,
they were more or less from the same generation.
Yeah, it was a generational thing, but they never really.
Right, they never really crossed paths.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and the final question.
Okay.
Who managed the Heavenly Bodies during their Smoky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Championship match?
It was corny, wasn't it?
Absolutely, it was
Yeah.
Jim Cornette. You got it. And that is your, name that card, Boston Gardens, Boston, Massachusetts. 15,509 in attendance.
What? You know, that's crazy. It was 15,000 at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
A year prior, there was only 16,000 at WrestleMania.
It was one of those things.
Yeah.
Wrestling does this number, if you ever notice. It has its ups and then it has its downs. Right now, it's said that mainstream wrestling is going through a lull.
Yeah.
Indie wrestling, on the other hand, is peaking.
Yeah.
Mainly because you have some really good talent out there.
Yeah.
That is more than capable of filling that gap. Oh, As I said earlier, we are now available on Rumble. Still available on YouTube. Still available on Facebook. Still available on RSS.com and all other major podcasting platforms. So, guys, if you're not out there listening, if you're not out there watching, there's work to be done. You got, when this episode hits, 56 episodes to catch up with.
Obviously, if they're not listening, then they're not hearing this, which I think means rather than appealing to the ones that aren't listening, we should be appealing to the ones that are listening.
Yeah.
Because, folks, you have to share. You have to talk about it. You have to tell your friends and family about Cussin and Discussin.
That's it, guys. We're telling you about it. You tell them.
You have to tell them about Elevate Pro Wrestling. You have to tell them about Appalachian Championship Wrestling. You have to tell them about FTC's Art of Grappling. And you need to bring them in to the fold.
Hey, guys, you all are awesome, and I know you can.
Look, there's 1,500 of you on TikTok alone.
You know, we can go out there and beat the grass till we're blue in the face, and we've done it before. There's only so much that two strapping people like ourselves can do. We rely on you, the fan.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Whew.
We have a few things going on around the region.
Go ahead.
Or have been going on around the region.
We got some results in.
Yeah. So starting off, we're going to talk about July 15th. It's just a few days ago. Appalachian Championship Wrestling, Krule Summer, putting on a show at the Putnam County Fair, day one. Again, this was July 15th. Tyler Jordan defeated Caleb Conley. The ACW heavyweight champion Kanan Christopher beat Shimbashi. DDTrash defeated Nick Hamrick and Gorgeous Greg. Josh Bishop defeated Krule in an Extreme Rules match. Mika, Emily Rose, GenZ, and OK beat Zayden Kane, Tyler Jacks, Reese Ramon, and Betty D.
Boo.
Troy Parker won a scramble over Corey Sparks, Tyson Riggs, Suicide, Johnny Mahalo, and Jordan Carlisle.
That'd be dogged.
So there's a handful of names in there that, hey, that's a big win in my opinion for Troy Parker.
Those are some big names right there. Troy Parker, no slouch himself. Regional talent.
Moving on to the very next day, July 16th, still at the Putnam County Fair for day two, Appalachian Championship Wrestling gave us There's Only One Way to Rock. And folks, both of these were free shows. So if you missed out, if you did not get to watch them, why? That's all I can say is why.
Somebody say something about free.
Somebody say something about free wrestling.
I'm going to tell you something. If there's a free wrestling show, well, rephrase that.
I mean, you couldn't. What we got to do? Give away May tags? Come on now.
Coors Lights. I don't know. You might get me on a Coors Light. Nobody ever tried to do that, though. They don't try to offer you beer.
You know,
they just try to sweet talk you.
Grandpa always said if you didn't own a Ford and a Maytag, you'd walk to work in dirty clothes.
It's true.
Yeah.
True. I've owned a couple Fords in my life.
Anywho,
run those results for us.
July 16th, ACW's There's Only One Way to Rock. OK won the Bunkhouse Battle Royale. Ricky Morton and Tyler Jordan defeated Nick Hamris and Gorgeous Gregory.
They didn't have a good weekend.
Gorgeous Greg, excuse me. No, they lost twice. Bad. Corey Sparks won the scramble over Tyson Riggs, Shimbashi, Johnny Mahalo, and Lifeguard Ross. Big win there for Corey Sparks over some really big names.
Buddy Corey Sparks.
Yeah, love that kid.
Hey, he's great.
Josh Bishop defeated ACW heavyweight champion Kanan Christopher by disqualification. So
that's one right there. Josh Bishop
yeah,
is a big son of a gun.
He is.
and he is a former heavyweight champion in Appalachian Championship Wrestling, and I'm sure he would like nothing more than to get those belts back in his possession.
Yep. You're also talking about a guy who was ranked near the middle of the pack in the PWI 500 this
Hey,
year.
I'm gonna tell you something. He is a blowing out
last
there.
year, as it were. Going on, match number 5. The ACW Women's Champion Mika beat Colby Max, and that had to have been a big win for
I'm
her
gonna tell
because
you
look,
something.
Colby Max is
We have seen Kobe Max work.
She
we
is
have
a
had the
house of
luxury.
fire.
She indeed is. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a firm believer. Had the Neon Enigma not got her nose in as a referee in that match, we might have had a new women's champion
Colby
up in
Sparks
FTC's
may
Art of
have
Grappling.
beat Bubbles.
Kobe Max may have indeed.
But then we go on to DDTrash defeated Aaron Williams and Lord Krule. And GenZ beat Zayden Kane to become the new ACW International Champion. Congratulations to GenZ. It's your boy.
I'm sure you're proud of that one.
I am. I'm very proud.
You know,
I love that kid.
Something that caught my eye this morning when I turned the internet on was the next thing we're going to talk about. Telise Starseeker, referee regionally, had posted a picture.
Clarify that. Referee extraordinaire.
Referee extraordinaire, the bow-wearing referee, as I like to refer to her, had posted a picture on her Facebook of her referee jersey laying on the ground with the bow placed on top of it and her walking away. And in the post on her Facebook, let me see if I've got that. I'll try to read it if I do. If not, we'll get it. Yes, I do have it. And this straight off of Talise's Facebook page. And then there were none. The bow tour has come to an end. Thank you. I don't know what brought it on.
Well, I mean, things happen in life that cause us to sometimes have to change plans, to alter our direction, our course. And all I know for sure is from everything I've seen from Telise Starseeker, she was a true professional in the ring, outside of the ring. She carried herself with honor and dignity in everything she done. And I wish her the best in everything she does going forward.
That's a fact, and hopefully we have not saw the last. Whew, are you ready to take a break?
Yes.
I think I am too. We're actually moving right along in this,
Yes,
kind
we
of
are.
surprisingly.
This is moving along pretty quick.
With that, folks, you all stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more cussing and discussing right after this. All right, everybody, we are back with some more cussing and discussing, and we got a new segment we're going to try out this week. Story time with the excellence of elocution. He's written a story, and he is going to enlighten us with it.
So I'll give a little bit of backstory on this one. These are all fictional stories. They're completely made up, and the points don't matter. But I was watching a particular person on Facebook who tells these god-awful stories about these things that happened to him in Texas over his lifetime.
Okay.
And some of them are absolutely astounding. Some of them are hilarious. Most of them are hilarious. And some of them are almost just too good to be true. They're bordering on, I'll take things that never happened for 1,000 Alex. you know.
So you gonna try your hand at some storytelling?
Yes, but I want to preface this by saying that this is not true. This is not real. This is completely made up. But I tried to make it as real sounding as possible.
Okay.
Now I've titled this one Blue Blood Brawl.
Blue Blood Brawl.
The place was Smokey Joe's Roadhouse just off I-40 in Tennessee, a low-lit dive bar that reeked of diesel fumes, cheap whiskey, and trouble. The jukebox was stuck playing Leonard Skinner's Give Me Back My Bullets on repeat, and nobody dared unplug it. On a Thursday night, 2 out-of-town wrestlers rolled in after a local show. Beautiful Bobby Eaton, still a hometown hero around those parts, and Disco Inferno, who had tagged along like a stray cat chasing nostalgia. Disco strutted in wearing rhinestone-studded bell-bottoms and a glitter shirt that looked like it lost a fight with a disco ball. He spun once at the door like he was entering Studio 54 instead of a bar full of leather-clad behemoths. "You sure this place is safe?" Disco muttered, eyeing a group of bikers across the room with 1%er patches sewn on their vests. Bobby didn't say a word, just pulled up a stool and nodded to the bartender. 2 Miller High Lifes. Make 'em cold. Disco sat gingerly, legs crossed, scanning the room like he was waiting for a Yelp review to load. The bikers noticed them. One especially big one, called Ox, if you're going by the tattoo on his neck, got up and lumbered over. "You Bobby Eaton?" Ox growled. "That's me," Bobby politely nodded. "I watched you beat the hell out of Tommy Rich back in '85, Ox said, smiling wide with 2 gold teeth. "You all right, man." Bobby nodded again. "Appreciate that." Then Ox looked at Disco. "And this?" he asked with a sneer. "Who's this glittery twink?" Disco popped up like someone hit his entrance music. "Excuse me, I'm Disco Inferno, baby. Former WCW television champion, the Dancing Machine. Did you ever see my leg drop? Smooth as silk, baby." Ox looked like he'd just sniffed a diaper. "Sit down, Spandex," he said, giving Disco a shove that sent him flailing into a bar stool. That's when the mood turned. "You might want to apologize," Bobby said calmly, setting his beer down. "Or what, Grandpa?" Ox laughed. 3 more bikers stood up. Disco squealed and ducked behind the bar. What happened next became local legend. Bobby Eaton stood up slowly. No big speech, no theatrics, just classic Southern stoicism. The first biker lunged. Bobby sidestepped and cracked him in the nose with an empty beer bottle. Clean and surgical, blood sprayed. The second grabbed a pool cue. Bobby dodged, snatched it mid-swing, and jabbed it into his gut, folding him up like a card table. Ox charged in like a freight train, only to catch a bar stool to the shin, then a right hook so sharp it spun him around twice before he collapsed on the jukebox, finally killing Give Me Back My Bullets. Meanwhile, Disco peeked up from behind the bar, holding a cocktail umbrella like a dagger. "Bobby, I think one of them's still moving." He pointed to a biker groaning on the floor. "Well, then kick him," Bobby said, wiping blood off his knuckles. Disco tiptoed over, gave the biker the softest little nudge with his boot, and squealed when the guy groaned louder. He immediately dove behind a waitress for protection. When the dust settled, Bobby Eaton stood tall, barely winded, surrounded by 3 groaning bikers and a pile of shattered glass. The bartender slid Bobby another beer. On the house. Disco peeked out again, hair a mess, glitter shirt torn. "Did we win?" "You?" "No," Bobby said, smirking. "You hid behind a fruit tray." Disco grinned nervously. "Tag team partners, though, right? Right?" Bobby just shook his head and sipped his beer. As the sirens wailed in the distance, Bobby looked around the bar and said, "We should probably go." Disco adjusted his collar, winked at a waitress, and slipped on a spilled margarita trying to follow Bobby out. The headline in the next day's local newspaper read, "Wrestling Legend Fights Off Biker Gang in Barroom Brawl," accompanied by a man in sequins who screamed a lot.
You know, if you wouldn't have told me, I'd have believed every word that come out of your mouth.
I mean, that's kind of, I feel like that's kind of the point, though, is
Stories so good to be true,
Stories-
they ought to be.
yeah. I mean,
The
Bobby was glass smooth, you know, in everything he done.
The only thing that kind of threw me off on it, Bobby was left-handed.
Yeah, yeah. So he would not have thrown a right hook.
No.
Actually,
Maybe he would have.
maybe he would have, because
That left hand might have been a little too deadly.
yeah, like Hercules Hernandez told Jim Cornette, and Jim said, if you was gonna slap him that hard, why didn't you just punch him? And Herc said,
Didn't want her.
you only punch somebody if you want to hurt them.
Great story, great story.
Oh,
Hopefully we hear more of those. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. I'll see what I can come up with. And if you, the fans, enjoyed it, let us know, and I'll see what I can come up with, and maybe write a little 2 or 3 minute story each week.
Hey, we appreciate you. While we was on break, though, I turned my pager on.
Yeah, and it is that time, Doc. You are on call. The game is 20 questions, and the floor is yours.
Where was this person built from?
Well, depending on when and who, Dublin, Ireland.
Who trained this person?
Ken Anderson.
Give me title history.
ACW Wisconsin Tag Team Champion 2 times. Absolute Intense Wrestling AIW Tag Team Champion 1 time. Black Label Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion 1 time. Create a Pro Wrestling Academy CAP Tag Team Champion 1 time. Community Pro Wrestling CPW JB Dub, that is JAYBEEDUB, JB Dub, Hardcore Champion 1 time. DDT Pro Iron Man Heavy Metal Weight Champion 2 times. Frontline Pro Tag Team Champion 1 time. Great Lakes Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion 1 time. Heroes and Legends HLW Champ 1 time. NWA Wisconsin X Division Champion 1 time. Pro Wrestling Illustrated rated this person Rookie of the Year in 2007. Ranked them number 494 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in 2021. Professional Wrestling Territory Tag Team Champion 1 time. South Shore Tag Team Champion 1 time. Top Rope Belts Champion 1 time. Wisconsin Pro Tag Team Champion 1 time. World Wrestling Entertainment WWE Cruiserweight Champion 1 time. Wrestling Observer Newsletter gave this person Worst Gimmick in 2009 and Worst Feud of the Year in 2009. And Wrestle Crap, yes, you heard that right, Wrestle Crap, gave this person 2 Gooker Awards, one in 2007, one in 2009.
Cruiserweight Championship on WWE. Did it say what year?
No, but if you give me just a second, I can track that down. 2007.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Hornswoggle.
That is correct.
Hornswoggle.
Dylan Mark Postal.
Hornswoggle.
Best known under the ring name Hornswoggle, he has recently started to go under the name Swoggle because of copyright issues.
Yeah.
Known for his tenure in WWE and Impact Wrestling. He is 39 years of age, born May 29th, 1986 in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Has been under the names Hornswoggle, Hornswoggle McMahon, Little Bastard, Mini Delirious, Mini Gator, Short Stack, Swoggle, La Vaca, La Vaquita, The Big Deal, Hardcore, Wonder, and AJ Swoggle.
I remember the AJ Swoggle. Yeah.
He is exactly 4 feet 5 inches tall, 142 pounds, and he actually currently has right at 1,000 subscribers on Facebook and YouTube, or rather on YouTube. I don't know about the Facebook, but right around 10,000 subscribers on YouTube and 562,000 views.
Swoggle does pretty good. He's top notch, I mean.
So, a few questions. Dylan Swoggle has a biography out. What is the title of the book?
Oh, shit. I know this. I actually saw it the other day.
By the way, it's excellent. Just so you know.
Is it something Life Short?
Life is short, and so am I.
Yeah. I knew something. It was something about being short. I knew that. I couldn't. I've actually thought about getting it, but right now, I'll be honest with you. When we first started doing shows for FTC's Art of Grappling, I was asked how much money I wanted to do commentary, and at that time, I didn't want no money.
Right.
I mean, shit. You put me behind the commentary booth, I'm happy. I told the person, who will remain nameless right now, just because we won't bring the curtain that far back, but I want a copy of Bobby Blaze's book autographed. Pen me, pay me. So I now have a copy of Bobby Blaze's autographed book. And Bobby, if you're watching, it's a great book. I ain't read the first line in it. I'll just go ahead and tell you. But what I did do is I downloaded the audio version of that book. And I have listened to it, and it's amazing.
So, on March 2nd of 2007, on an episode of SmackDown, Hornswoggle was attacked by John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, and Michael Cole. Afterward, Finlay intimidated Cole, warning him to refer to, quote, Little Bastard, as Hornswoggle. Then on the March 30th episode of SmackDown, Hornswoggle helped Finlay defeat Mr. Kennedy by performing a senton bomb off of a ladder onto Kennedy, essentially copying Mr. Kennedy's move, the Kenton bomb. What did Michael Cole and JBL immediately refer to the move as? This is Hornswoggle doing a senton.
I have no idea.
They called it the Leprechaun bomb.
The Leprechaun bomb. It's got a name, and
Yeah,
he was playing a
and I love
leprechaun character. I mean,
Dylan has been in 2 movies. He is credited as being in 2 movies, both in 2014. Would you care to guess as to what movies they were?
I have no idea.
Muppets Most Wanted. He played a Russian prisoner. If I'm not mistaken, some of the Muppets were arrested and put in a Russian prison, and he was a prisoner who was in there as well. And of course, he's about the same size as most of the Muppets were. It was funny. I'd actually seen that. But the other one was Leprechaun Origins.
Really?
That was the
prequel to.
Well, it was the sort of the remake. They were trying to restart the Leprechaun franchise. In real life, he is a single father of a son named Landon. He made his video game debut as Finley's manager in what WWE video game?
SmackDown versus Raw?
SmackDown versus Raw, I'll give you that, yes. It was SmackDown versus Raw 2009.
Okay.
And he made his last appearance, in what WWE video game?
2K23?
Ooh, no. I was surprised by this as well. He last appeared in a video game in WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 as a standalone character. ACW Tag Team Champion 2 times, same partner. I didn't know this.
No clue.
Nick Colucci. AIW Tag Team Champion 1 time. It was not Nick Colucci.
No idea.
PB Smooth. Black Label Pro Tag Team Champion 1 time with 2 partners.
1 time, 2 partners, Black Label Pro.
Now, you do know.
That's my good buddy Mike Blanton's promotion, I believe.
You do know one wrestler for sure. I know you know one wrestler who was a big part of Black Label Pro, who's now in AEW.
Sky Blue.
No. Well, she is,
She
but
was indeed.
this is
Billy Starks also.
A male who was a member of this.
Do not know.
The 2 people he was partners with, this was under Freebird rules, Ethan Page and Danhausen. Danhausen was a big part of Black Label Pro for a while. Yeah. Cap Tag Team Championship 1 time. Any ideas? It was not Nick Colucci.
Danhausen?
No, it was Mark Sterling. Frontline Pro Tag Team Champion 1 time. That was Nick Colucci. PWT Tag Team Champion 1 time with. No guess?
No guess.
Nick Colucci. I don't know who Nick Colucci is, I'll be honest with you.
Must be a friend of Hornswoggle's to carry him belts.
There was one accolade that I left off the list with WWE. I said that he was WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Now, can you tell me what was significant about that one?
He wasn't in the match.
Other than that, what was significant about that title run, or rather lack thereof?
He was well under the weight.
Yes.
I don't know what you're...
That was the final Cruiserweight champion. They done away with the belt just shortly after.
You know how he won it, though, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The match started, and before the referee could ring the bell, Hornswoggle slides in the ring because somebody, I can't remember who, was chasing him. slides in the ring. As the bell rings, he's sliding through and going out the other side. Later after the match goes on as planned. At the end, he comes back around, jumps back up in the ring. There's somebody down. He runs up and grabs him and pins him. The referee counts 3, and Hornswoggle is declared the champion.
Because he was in the ring at the time
when the match started.
Yeah.
He was not an official participant, but because he was in the ring, he was considered official.
Yeah. The other thing, and I left this off the list of accolades because it would have absolutely given it away too early.
He's 24/7 champion, wasn't he?
Possibly, but it wasn't listed here. But there were so many 24/7 champions. It's who knows. In 2008, he had an accomplishment as for me, I think it's a rather grand accomplishment. 2008, he done something that, as far as I know, he is the only one to do.
The only,
because this is the only time that this happened. I could be wrong, and there might have been one more, but I don't.
Was he not in the Royal Rumble?
He was the mini Royal Rumble champion.
That's
in
it, mini Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
He was also a part of the WLC match.
Yes. Wrestling Observer Newsletter gave him worst gimmick in 2009. Obviously, that was the
Little Bastard character.
Well, that was just after the Little Bastard character had ended and moving into the Hornswoggle era, and it was just kind of post Vince McMahon's bastard child stuff. And
I actually liked it.
He was outed as the anonymous Raw general manager.
I liked when he tried to join DX.
Yeah. Well, that was really, actually, I loved that. But the other thing, Wrestling Observer
I'd love to
Newsletter,
meet him. I wish we could have met him at Hollers and Heroes Con, but that didn't work out for him. But
the other Wrestling Observer Newsletter, worst feud of the year, also in 2009. Who
JBL?
Was that? No. And it really was terrible. It was really terrible.
Who?
Because the person he was in the feud with was
The Drizzling Shits.
Well, most people would say that the person is actually a very good wrestler, but this person was coming off of a rather lackluster sort of period in their life, and they were on the verge of leaving anyway. And I feel like they were stuck in this feud with Hornswoggle to make them leave sooner.
Angle?
Mm-mm.
Who?
Chavo Guerrero. He had a feud with Chavo Guerrero where he was constantly beating Chavo with some almost prankish, by some prankish means.
I think that they could have really done something with him.
The Wrestle Crap Gooker Award in 2007 and 2009.
The Little Bastard.
Was what were the two awards for? Gooker Award.
Worst gimmick?
2007 and 2009 was worst storyline in 7 and worst feud in 09. Obviously, the feud in 09 was again.
Wouldn't that be part of the storyline then?
Yeah. Well, it was more the wrestling. The storyline was not that bad. There really wasn't much of a in-depth storyline. It was just the feud itself. The wrestling was really atrocious.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't Hornswoggle's fault because, I mean, obviously Chavo should have been carrying a vast majority of that weight. Chavo, again, I think was he had already clocked out.
Yeah. Well, it was a
The
rough time
07 storyline Gooker Award was his paternity with Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Hornswoggle.
All right. We have gotten through story time. We have made it through the on-call. And
Now.
Doc, I think it is time for some coming events. What
It
do you
is
think?
indeed. I think we need to talk about them. And up first, we got something to do this weekend.
Yes, we do.
12 o'clock, me and you going to be busy.
Yes, we are.
We are going to be sitting down with the guys from the Indie Wrestling Experience. 12 o'clock, do they broadcast live or do they?
I'm not
is
sure.
It on delay?
I think they broadcast live.
They may very well. I don't know, but you guys check that out. Indie Wrestling Experience on Facebook. We're going to be there 12 o'clock meeting with those guys. It's going to be a great. We've been trying to make our schedules work together, and it's been so chaotic with the holiday and everybody on vacation and jobs and life in general. It's
been a little difficult to get that to work out,
been a
but we
little
got it
chaotic.
this weekend.
We did.
Hopefully, nothing goes wrong between now and Saturday.
We are ready to go, and I think we're going to have a good time.
Yep.
Also on the 20th, Sunday, Time Warp, Ashland, Kentucky, going to be a meet and greet. The Devil's favorite demon, Kane, is going to be there. The mayor of Knox County, Tennessee.
Mayor Kane.
Mayor Kane is going to be at Time Warp. Also going to be there, WWE Hall of Famer, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner is going to be on hand. That's going to take place from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday. This is at the Time Warp location at the Ashland Mall, the only location at Time Warp now. So get down there, get ready, and have fun. Appalachian Championship Wrestling, This Means War, Thursday, July 24th, 2025, Buffalo Wild Wings, 214 Crossroads Drive, Mount Hope, West Virginia. Meet and greet 6 p.m. Bell time 6:30. This is a free show. Again, if you are in the Mount Hope area, in a 50-mile radius, in a 100-mile radius, get off of your duff and get down to B-Dubs and get you some food and watch some wrestling. I promise you.
Grab some wings, grab a beer, bring a seat, watch some wrestling. Folks, it doesn't get
and
any
leave
better
your
than
troubles
that.
at home.
There's nothing entertainment-wise in this world that's any better than that. Wings, beer, wrestling, done.
We've done that before. Well, yeah. I made some good wings.
Yeah, you made some wings,
weekend.
and I provided some beer and wrestling.
That's it.
So.
On July 26th, that being next Saturday, at Time Warp, Ashland, Kentucky, NBA legend Tyrone Muggsy Bogues,
The biggest little man in NBA history.
in Ashland, Kentucky. Speaking of Ashland, Kentucky,
Yeah.
Jim Cornette once said that Bobby Blaze was the second most famous man from Ashland, Kentucky. Who did Cornette name as the first most famous man from Ashland, Kentucky?
Well, it wasn't the unknown.
Nope. I still don't think Jim Cornette knows who he is.
Nobody
do.
does.
We do.
No, we don't.
I mean, he looks just like,
No.
but
You don't think. Really? You think that could be that?
I think so.
And the Natasha and the Carp and
I'll be damned.
damn.
But who was the number one? Who did Jim Cornette name as the number one person from Ashland, Kentucky?
I don't know.
Charles Manson.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and take us through the rest of them.
All right. Then we have Appalachian Championship Wrestling. This guarantee.
The guarantee. I'm sorry, I mispronounced.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So the guarantee. Thursday, August 7th, 2025. That is a Buffalo Wild Wings show at 70 Nitro Market Plaza, Cross Lanes, West Virginia. Meet and greet at 6, bell time at 6:30. Free show.
Again, if you are in that area, get your butts down there.
Also, huge news. We mentioned it briefly last week. FTC is coming back August 23rd, 2025. Break time is over, and the Buckeye State's favorite wrestling promotion is ready to kick it into high gear coming out of the summer.
I am ready to get back up into Ironton, Ohio, and call some wrestling action.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but it's been just about as long there as it has with Elevate Pro Wrestling. Everybody's just taking vacation. And,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, look, I mean,
I want to call wrestling matches. I told a couple people the other day, I said, I'm about to pop over here. I'm about to die.
Yep. About to smother out. So stay tuned to FTC's Facebook page for details on that. And last but not least, in coming events, All-Star Wrestling West Virginia, Wrestling for the Kingdom, Friday, September 5th, 2025 at the Madison Civic Center, 261 Washington Avenue, Madison, West Virginia. Doors open at 5, bell time at 7.
I'm going to go ahead and step in right here, and I'm going to explain this one because name's kind of a little bit curious if you ask me.
Right.
Wrestling for the Kingdom. It is no secret out there that Gary Dameron, prior to becoming a wrestling promoter, was a gospel promoter.
Yeah.
Promoted gospel events in the West Virginia and surrounding areas.
Yeah.
And he thought he's getting back into promoting some gospel shows.
Yep.
He still promotes his wrestling shows. How do we bring the two together, bring a little bit of God and Jesus into the professional wrestling world?
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Now, I do want to point out that
George South is going to be there.
a lot of guys look at wrestlers, past wrestlers. A lot of them, especially once they leave the wrestling industry, they do find faith. They do find
Yeah, they really
path.
do. They find their
and Mark Marrow is a very good example there.
Mark Marrow.
These guys, they go through a lot of tumultuous.
Well, just not even tumultuous, but just hard licks in life.
But there's a lot of temptations on the road. There's a lot of indulgences that can lead you down a path of destruction.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys, when they come back off the road, they realize that life is missing something.
Yeah.
And hey, if Gary can bring those two things together and you know, share faith and God with
The wrestling community.
I say more power to him.
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea. And, hey, that's going to be a heck of a show. Like I said, George South is on that card. I think Ricky Morton is on that card, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. Tell you how to find out. Go over to All-Star Wrestling West Virginia's page, and you'll find out right there.
Yeah. As always, card subject to change on
indeed.
all of this.
Yes, indeed. And as always, I do want to say a big thank you to our friends, starting off with our friends at Time Warp at the Ashland Town Center Mall down there by Panera Bread, Five Below, Belks. Go down there. This weekend's a prime opportunity to see the new store, to have a meet and greet, to actually I wish I could. I think I'm tied up this weekend, but I would love to go down there and see Scott Steiner for the simple fact of the matter. I need him to sign my U.S. tag title that I'm trying to sell. If anybody wants to buy a U.S. tag title between now and Saturday, there's your opportunity to yell at me.
If you wait till after Saturday, it's going to have Scott Steiner's signature on it, and it's going to be worth at least $150 more.
Now you made me have to go down there and get that man's signature.
Just saying.
Tell you what I might do.
What's that?
I'll tell you after the show, but it just did hit my head.
You thinking Cheddar's?
Tell you what. You say something about Cheddar's, and I am liable to just take a trip. I'll tell you something. 1814 won't have nothing on me. We'll head up to Big Sam.
You mean the time that them people got together here in America and took a little trip?
Yeah.
With Colonel Jackson
Down the mighty Mississippi.
Down the mighty Mississippi River.
Some of them jumped on the old high. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, some of them did.
Some of them probably jumped the Big Sandy and rode down.
They packed up with some bacon and some beans and.
They fought that bloody British in the town of New Orleans.
Yep. Some of you will understand that. Some of you will not have a clue. And it's sad. Anyway, moving along. Who's next on the list?
In 1969, we took a little hike with our scout master down to Lake Anikanai. We took some pizza and a little sauerkraut. And marched along together. Never mind, we'll let that one go too. But I do want to say, get down there, see the good people at Time Warp. Also our friends at the Walk-In Time, 1626 6th Avenue, Charleston, West Virginia. Go down, see JR and the gang at the Walk-In Time. They got some great stuff. Hey, show some support to the local businesses. Help some people out. It don't hurt you. Take a step.
And we also want to give a shout out to the good folks over at the Indie Wrestling Experience. Remember, for details on this weekend, go check out their page. As far as everything's going right now, we will be with them Saturday. Some great bunch of guys there, true wrestling fans. Also, as always, check out the Wrestling Society Network at the WrestlingSocietyNetwork.com, Wrestling Society Network on Facebook. Check out their app on Roku, Amazon, and Apple, as well as some standalone stuff. They've got a ton of stuff in the works right now. You can see content from indie shows. You can see content from all over the wrestling world and wrestling history in one place, thanks to the hard work of folks like Brady, Bear, Brox, and Amy over at Wrestling Society Network.
That's
and
fact.
We love them.
I mean, hey.
Furthermore, and last, but certainly not least, I want to say a beautiful, wonderful shout out to my beautiful and wonderful wife, Sheena Dixon at Sheena Dixon Photography. She does all the photography for Elevate Pro Wrestling, and she also does photography for weddings, family things, ceremonies, graduations, proms, homecomings. Any of your photography needs, check her out at Sheena Dixon Photography on Facebook.
Absolutely. Sir, it's not been a bad episode. We've actually done pretty well for ourselves, and you know what? We deserve a break every now and then. 56 episodes in, and we ain't going nowhere.
No, sir.
Hey, you all, again, remember, we are on just about every possible platform viewing that you can find now on Rumble.
Rumble, here on YouTube, Facebook.
Did I mention?
TikTok,
mute me for a minute,
X.
please. I had to double check something with him because I don't like to repeat myself a lot. But also, I do want to let you know that not only is Cussin and Discussin on Rumble, but Elevate Pro Wrestling is now on Rumble. So you can go to Rumble and search Elevate Pro Wrestling, and it will populate the shows, all the shows of Elevate Pro Wrestling on Rumble.
And as Elevate Pro Wrestling continues to put on shows, we will continue to bring them to you on Rumble, on YouTube. You'll have photos and clips on Facebook and X and TikTok and wherever else we're at. Thread and who knows.
There ain't nowhere you can't go and find us.
Yeah.
I mean, hell.
There is no excuse for not watching Elevate Pro Wrestling. There's no excuse for not watching FTC's Art of Grappling. There is no excuse for not watching and or listening to us on Cussin and Discussin. But Doc,
Tell you what,
I think it's time.
is it time already?
I think it's time.
If you say it's time, it's time. What time is it?
Time to piss on the fire and call the dogs.
Hey guys, I'll tell you what, we've had a great time with you this evening. Thank you for sitting down and joining us and giving us your time. And for the excellence of elocution, Walter Dixon, I am the Doctor of Professional Wrestling, Mike Blankenship, PhD, telling you, until next time, stay safe out there and so long from the Bluegrass State.
At Wrestling Society Network,
That's
and we
fact.
love them.
I mean, hey.
Furthermore, and last but certainly not least, I want to say a beautiful, wonderful shout out to my beautiful and wonderful wife, Sheena Dixon at Sheena Dixon Photography. She does all the photography for Elevate Pro Wrestling, and she also does photography for weddings, family things, ceremonies, graduations, proms, homecomings. Any of your photography needs, check her out at Sheena Dixon Photography on Facebook.
Absolutely. Sir, it's not been a bad episode. We've actually done pretty well for ourselves, and you know what? We deserve a break every now and then. 56 episodes in, and we ain't going nowhere.
No, sir.
Hey, you all, again, remember, we are on just about every possible platform viewing that you can find now on Rumble.
Rumble, here on YouTube, Facebook.
Did I mention?
TikTok,
Mute me for a minute,
X.
please. I had to double check something with him because I don't like to repeat myself a lot. But also, I do want to let you know that not only is Cussin and Discussin on Rumble, but Elevate Pro Wrestling is now on Rumble. So you can go to Rumble and search Elevate Pro Wrestling, and it will populate the shows, all the shows of Elevate Pro Wrestling on Rumble.
And as Elevate Pro Wrestling continues to put on shows, we will continue to bring them to you on Rumble, on YouTube. You'll have photos and clips on Facebook and X and TikTok and wherever else we're at. Thread and who knows.
There ain't nowhere you can't go and find us.
Yeah.
I mean, hell.
There is no excuse for not watching Elevate Pro Wrestling. There's no excuse for not watching FTC's Art of Grappling. There is no excuse for not watching and or listening to us on Cussin and Discussin. But Doc,
Tell you what,
I think it's time.
is it time already?
I think it's time.
If you say it's time, it's time. What time is it?
Time to piss on the fire and call the dogs.
Hey guys, I'll tell you what, we've had a great time with you this evening. Thank you for sitting down and joining us and giving us your time. And for the excellence of elocution, Walter Dixon, I am the Doctor of Professional Wrestling, Mike Blankenship, PhD, telling you, until next time, stay safe out there and so long from the Bluegrass State.